the comment of the day goes to my man here for saying I'm going AJ Green. Who day? Make sure you comment down below to win comment of the day. Enjoy the video, guys. Hey guys, I'm MUT Gamer back here for another video, guys. Today we will be talking about the Team of the Week predictions, and of course, like I always do, I will show you guys whoever had the best week. So obviously, we will break this up into quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, and then defense. Now with defense, I'm not covering every single player, obviously, because we don't really know what EA will do when it comes to defense, because obviously if a player has a great week, he will get a card, but if he has kind of a mediocre week and decent week, sometimes they also get a card. So offensively, we're going to cover those guys, and again, we'll cover some defensive guys who had a good week too. Now, looking at quarterbacks, you see number 1, Deshaun Watson. Again, he had another good week. If you have his rookie premier card, good on you guys. Good on you. Deshaun Watson had 261 yards and 5 touchdowns. Carson Wentz had 304 yards and 4 touchdowns. Dak Prescott had 251 and 3 touchdowns. Alex Smith had 324 yards and 3 touchdowns. Cam Newton had 355 yards and 3 touchdowns. Aaron Rodgers had 221, 3 touches. Brian Hoyer, 353 and 2 touches, and Philip Rivers, 258 and 3 touches. These are not ranked in order of how good I think someone did over the other person, but these are just in a random order. Keep that in mind. Next, we have Leonard Fournette. Let's go to the running backs. Leonard Fournette had 181 yards and 2 touches. Melvin Gordon had 105 yards, 0 rushing touchdowns, but 56 yards receiving and 2 passing or receiving touchdowns. Aaron Jones, filling in for Ty Montgomery and Williams, had 125 yards and 1 touch, and Kareem Hunt had 107 yards, and Zeke Elliott had 116 yards. Now, looking at the wide receivers, obviously, number 1 receiver of the week, AJ Green, had 189 yards, 1 touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins had 52 yards, but 3 touchdowns. 157 yards for Antonio Brown, 66 and 2 touches for Devontae Adams. 177 and no touches for T.Y. Hilton, 97 yards and a touchdown for Odell Beckham. Pray for Odell Beckham. He is out for the season now. I believe he fractured his, I don't want to get this incorrect, but he fractured something, and now he's out for the season. So pray for Odell Beckham. Hopefully he gets a speedy recovery. Hate to see him out for the season, but obviously I had the Giants going 11-5 and doing amazing and winning the NFC. No, I had the Cowboys winning the NFC East, but I had the Giants doing amazing. So I'm sorry, Giants fans. I really thought this was going to be your season. I was incorrect. Odell Beckham now is hurt. I feel bad for the Giants fans. Chris Hogan, though, had 74 yards and a touch. Michael Crabtree, 82 yards and a touch. Will Fuller had 57 yards and 2 touches. Nelson Aguilar had 93 yards and 1 touch. Pierre Garçon had 94 yards and 0 touches. 116 yards for Marquise Goodwin, and 133 yards for Mike Wallace. Now going on to the tight ends. A name you probably would never think to see at the top of any tight end list ever in the history of ever is Ed Dickson. Yeah, Ed Dickson, the guy who won the Super Bowl with the Ravens 5 years ago? 5 years ago. Yeah, that guy. Yeah, he's back. You know, he went to Carolina. 175 yards and 0 touches. George Kittle, 83 yards and 1 touch. Zach Ertz, 61 yards and 1 touch. And Travis Kelce, 98 yards and 0 touchdowns. Now, there's a lot of tight ends that had touchdowns this week, but a lot of them just fell in the end zone. And I know some of these guys did too, but I didn't want to cover every tight end that just fell in the end zone. Now, looking at defense, again, we will not be looking at every single defender, but just some key notable plays that have happened. Talvin Smith had 1 interception and 1 touchdown. Barry Church had 1 pick and a touch. 2 interceptions for Deshaun Gibson. 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery, 1 touchdown for Rashad Jones. Andre Branch had 2 sacks. Jimmy Smith, 1 forced fumble, 1 touchdown. Melvin Ingram, 2 sacks, 1 fumble recovery. Kawan Short had 2 sacks, and Sheldon Richardson had a fumble recovery and an interception. Again, I'm probably missing so many good defenders this week. And again, personally, it's not that I'm trying to sway in any kind of way against, players that had really good weeks. I just, defensively, we never know how this all goes down. They change it up, it seems like, each and every week when it comes to who gets calls on defense. So I'm not even going to try to go in on that. Now, who do I think is going to be the master for this upcoming week? I would honestly have to go with... it's difficult because the master has to have a card that, you know, already has a high overall or somewhat of a high overall. And I guess out of all these choices, I want to say Leonard Fournette, but he has a 78 overall, so he's not going to go to a 92. I guess I would go with Cam Newton, to be honest, just because he already has a high overall card. So offensively, I'll go with Cam Newton, and maybe defensively, I really wish they would go with maybe Telvin Smith. He had an interception and a touchdown, so maybe Telvin Smith. He already has an 86 or 87 overall card, I believe. So hopefully Telvin Smith. Tell me down below, guys, your predictions. But thank you so much for watching, guys. See you guys in the next one. Peace out.